so I look at the channel calendar, and pretty much, I'm just gonna say it, the game's technically out. So, and then people are gonna be wondering, and that is, what now? Because even though the retail's out, and I still have quite a bit of beta matches I get to post and whatnot, despite that I accidentally deleted some of them. It's just go through down the rabbit hole that is of how many vids that I made and whatnot. That's it. Until then, just gonna have to wait until either the retail of this stupid game gets discounted by like half off, or I'm just trying to see if Little Caesars codes will actually eventually get me the game, so that I can actually start progressing on myself, or the free trials. Those are the three things. But one problem, that's not until fucking December on the free trials, and December, then February, then yeah, you get the idea. Just that. So, and then looking back to when it comes to, and people are all, what are we gonna talk about now? It's just I wanted to huge a rant about what's been going on for the past week, just in preparation of this stupid game. Oh, and then for starters is the whole UI overhaul, which, thanks, I hate it. That's why, because they try to do a whole bunch of shit just to prepare for this stupid game, the retail of it. And then, but one problem too, when it comes to people that are still playing Modern Warfare 23 and whatnot, they added too many asinine bullshit that is supposed to be meant for Black Ops 6. Because for example, when they announced that Black Ops 6 is gonna be online only, because you have to, like, even though you're only playing the story, it's just that one problem. This implementation just leached onto Modern Warfare 23. That's why. And seeing you're like, no, and people are all, what area is flagging that bullshit system? Oh, it's because now you can't play a private match offline if your internet is down and whatnot. So yeah, you can only play the story, which is stupid and whatnot. Because I'm saying here, some people like to just randomly just test the guns off screen on bot mode, but I guess you have to be online to just even play bot mode, which is stupid, because now there's gonna be packet bursts on that. So yeah, and then that's horrible, not even remotely dandy within that regards. And then what was it? And then a few days ago, they announced that there's already a day one microtransaction before they can even release a fucking skin for anything. So that is the audio, which is, because I'm saying here, why the fuck should we even need to pay for better sound in this game when Treyarch has a horrible track record? Yeah, a horrible fucking track record when it comes to making bad sounds and whatnot. I mean, yeah, the sounds in Black Ops 6 have been better in the first time in like ever and whatnot, but it's still not the best things to be. And thus, when you pay more for something, that's just polishing a turd pretty much. So yeah, that's why. And I remember what was it, back when Modern Warfare 22 released and whatnot, where people are debunking that there's skill-based everything, like damage, sound, flashbangs randomly like bouncing off an invisible wall, or your frag grenade accidentally bouncing off an invisible wall, thus making you accidentally like take a death for no reason. Yeah, fuck that shit. So it's just, you're better off if you want to pay to win interval or not. I mean, technically, I'm just tired of this pay to win bullshit, because it's like looking back to when it was Advanced Warfare's heyday and whatnot, and all of a sudden, when they started releasing some of their DLC guns and realizing how overpowered they are, yeah, it's just so fucking annoying when they design half the DLC guns to the point where it just warrants supply drops. But even then, it's like, those supply drops are an extreme pay to L, because what happens is not everyone has the best RNG on the supply drops, because some people spent only $1 on the game, well, whatever the well, whatever the cheapest is to get one supply drop, and all of a sudden they have the entire like roster of meta weapons. But then, as I said before, when I ranted about bad financial decisions ages ago, it's just that some people still to this day still have yet to get some of the meta shit that is of Advanced Warfare. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, because it's just so annoying that people are just wasting their money on on this stupid, well, yeah, funding the corrupted, whoever the corrupt CEO is now, because obviously we don't have to worry about Bobby Kotick anymore, because it's just that it's still the same bullshit regardless of who runs this stupid company. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, because it's just so annoyed by everything to the point where it's that. And then, so that's all I gotta say, because it's just, if I learned anything about anything, it's just you're better off just retiring from the series. So yeah, that's why. And then when it comes to I mean, I was gonna say good riddance on Modern Warfare 23, but it's like at the same time, it's just after hearing all this conglomeration of this bullshit that's been going on, it's all full of fail now, because I'm sitting here is like, it was a good riddance, but at the same time it makes you want to go back and whatnot, but at the same time you've messed up like a lot of other things pertaining that, and we won't even get another patch ever again, because it's just we're just stuck with whatever they designed, and which I hate. So yeah, but all in all, it's just if I learned anything about, though I'm watching a few vids of the retail of Black Ops 6 and whatnot. It's just that when it comes to some of these maps, as much as I already ranted about how the maps are small, it's like, I mean, if they're so small that it now kind of renders playing the face-off map like obsolete now, so that it'll at least you'll at least somewhat play the what was it? Actually bothering to use a shotgun on a much bigger map, but it's still gonna be mediocre at times, even if you set it for the longest range possible. But that's a whole different subject. So yeah, it's just, oh my gosh, God, it's just that annoying that we have to play it like this, and then also, what was it? And then I'm watching someone play through the story. Yeah, someone playing through the story just to see what to do on each of the levels. Some are like so like super lengthy to the point where if I were to use my capture card to like turn record, it's gonna end up making the vid be 2 like 18-minute. Oh, actually make that 3 like 18-minute long intervals just to fully play through the level. But that's all I gotta say, because I mean, yeah, there is the option to use my the system record, but first I need to have my other system ready to go, because that's my Slaughter account and whatnot. Because so yeah, and then people are wondering like, why haven't you bothered to do the New Zealand exploit thing and whatnot? I'm sitting here, my Xbox is my only well, yeah, because technically I only have quote-unquote one system to play it on, and I don't want to fucking play it regularly, so that I can, I mean, yeah, I do have 2 accounts, but it's just on my 2 accounts on my Xbox, but I'm not gonna bother to like try and having a whole nother like algorithm system, which actually, to be honest, is like, since there is an algorithm system, so that it remembers that it'll think that I'm a 0.5 KD, it's just it'll make my lobbies a bit easier. But at the same time, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm just gonna wait until I have a copy for the other system, so that I can actually start playing through. So until then, this is all we have to have for now, until the game is either on sale or a free trial. So yeah, so I'm gonna be missing out. I'm gonna be missing out a month of content. I mean, this one other guy I follow since the dawn of times and whatnot, one guy's like, oh, I have health issues and whatnot, so I'm gonna miss the launch. I'm sitting here, the only reason I'm missing the launch is because I'm just waiting to try and exploit, because there's no fucking way they're gonna take my $70 right now. And it's so annoying that GameStop has to call me just to remind me that, oh, hey, you gonna pick up the game? And I'm just lying on the phone saying, yeah, but in reality, I'm not, because I'm not, so I don't want to see any of this bullshit and whatnot, because, I mean, yeah, granted, midnight releases are depressing these days, because nobody shows up anymore, or regardless if it's, like, the peaceful times or not, so yeah. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say for within this issue of that regards, and go through another rabbit hole of my stockpiled vids.